Glimmering in the night skies, often unperceived by mortal eyes, under lenses of mirror and glass, are beers reviewed by Ruby the Cat.
Welcome to Ruby Reviews Books. Reviews from a cat who cannot read. From a cat who cannot read. Welcome to Ruby Reviews Beers. Reviews from a cat who cannot read. To Ruby Reviews Beers.
Welcome to Ruby Reviews Beers, because I can't read a book every week. She may not like to booze, but she sure knows her brews. Today's beer is Space Reaper from DC Brau. This seasonal double IPA was sold out in just a few weeks, but I managed to hold on to one from last year. While that's lucky for me, it's all but certain that the hops profile has degraded somewhat from this brew's freshest point. Nonetheless, I must persevere with his seasonally appropriate can art. Blending traditional spooky skeletons with Lovecraftian cosmic implications, this beer claims to show you what lies beyond the palate. Time to test whether we're truly on the maddening precipice of what can be known about a beer. Opening with a satisfying pop and hiss, the Space Reaper pours orange with a thin, off-tan head that is nonetheless lacy and somewhat persistent. There are a few sediments floating around, let's say like clouds of gas in a nebula. The nose on the Reaper is primarily citrus with a hint of malt sweetness like a tray of cookies. There's a little herbiness, but you don't quite get the full floral nose of the mosaic hops. The body of the Reaper is medium and a little unctuous, well balanced with the carbonation. It tastes malt forward with citrus for a candied fruit impression that masks the relatively high ABV before finishing with bittering hops on the back end. It's not quite juicy like other double IPAs, but definitely fruity. Over the course of the beer, the hops themselves fade a bit, blending into a bitter sweetness. What surprises me here is how well this beer is aged. The sugars from the high alcohol content hold up well, and while it's less floral than a fresh Reaper, this yearling holds on to some of the fruit notes of the mosaic hops. I can't help but wonder how well it might have aged if I kept it aside a little longer. It's one of my favorite seasonals from one of my favorite breweries, and I was happy to share it with a cat who couldn't be bothered. I rate it 5 stars out of 5. Ruby gives it a sniff and a lick of the chops before falling back asleep. Happy drinking. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you have any ideas on what we should review next, leave a comment.